welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, if you are looking for your next or your first cruise, then look no further because we have got some real treats in store for you today with P&O Cruises, and they were the winner of Best Value for Money at the Cruise International Awards, and you are about to find out why. To tell us a little bit more about them, it's the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Well, celebrating 175 years of doing nothing but bringing wonderful cruise holidays. P&O Cruise Holidays are really a first destination if you want a complete British cruise experience, because that's what they do, and they do it by the bucket load. It's everything that we like. It's things like it's pound sterling on board, so you're not worried about exchange rates and things like that. It's 13 amp plugs, so you don't have to worry about, exchange things. You don't have to worry about it. On board, the only language is English. All the food is tailored for the British tastes, and you'll love the food, by the way. Oh my goodness, including on a Sunday, of course, a roast dinner. Well, it wouldn't be Sunday without it, would it? Then the entertainment, the people that you'll know and love, people from TV shows that you'll remember. And then, of course, there's the places you're going to see. It is a truly remarkable holiday. And at a value for money price, you will just not believe when you consider what's included in the price. Sit yourself down for half an hour, take your weight off your feet, and just indulge yourself, because I think we're going to be tempting you on to a P&O Cruise holiday.
Absolutely. We're going to start out by tempting you with a cruise around the Canary Islands in the winter time. And this is on board P&O's Ventura. So let's join Richard for a little look around.
Welcome on board Ventura, one of the largest ships in the P&O Cruises fleet, and there is so much going on around the ship all day and all night. Whether you're cruising as a family, as a couple or as a solo traveller, there are lots of facilities going around the ship. So join me as we have a look around Ventura. Well, I've made it on board. It's time to come and explore what the accommodation is about. And P&O Cruises offer everything from inside to ocean views, balconies and even suites. Shall we have a look? I'm in an inside stateroom on board Ventura, and one of the things is there's so much space here that you could be enjoying. Plenty of storage space if you're bringing your dresses for the formal evenings on board. There's a well-equipped bathroom, and of course there's the British favourites that you'll know and love with P&O Cruises, including tea and coffee making facilities, and those British 3-pin plugs, so there's no need to bring any adapters. You can keep all your tablet devices, phones and cameras all charged so you can take pictures of all those fabulous destinations. So I've unpacked, and now it's time to discover what's going on around the ship. This is the Horizon newspaper. It's delivered every day. It will tell you what's going on around the ship from early in the morning right up until the early hours of the following morning. I'm going to have a look at what the dress code is and see what the entertainment's like this evening. So here we are in a typical balcony cabin on board. It's very similar to an interior or an ocean view, but it allows that little bit of extra room with your own balcony, which makes it very spacious and airy on board. Now it's great if you're cruising with the family. You can see here we're set up for the younger cruisers, so you know they can have a fantastic time on board. I think I'm just going to go and sit on the balcony and soak up some sunshine. Well, here we are, top deck of Ventura. There are 4 swimming pools on Ventura, so you can have a splash when you're on your cruise adventure. There are plenty of sun lounges if you fancy just chilling out by the pool with a book, with a drink in your hand. And if you need a drink, you'll find that from the Breakers Bar, which is here. And if you fancy a spot of lunch, head to the poolside grill. Do you know what? I could stay here all day. Welcome to Reef on board Ventura. This is the kids club, so much fun going on here. Now you can bring your children here, aged between 0 and 17, and they'll be divided with kids of their own age, so they'll be having fun making things, designing things, playing games and having activities all throughout the day, whilst you can be enjoying the facilities around the ship. Well, this is the retreat on board Ventura. At the front of the ship, if you fancy escaping all the hustle and bustle of the top deck, you can come here for a small cover charge and enjoy just quiet relaxation for the whole entire day. Well, this is the dining options on board the main dining room. We've got two options for you here, cinnamon or saffron, where you can head to. There is club dining, which is the same table every evening at the same set time, or you can choose freedom dining, where you can come as you wish throughout the evening. But whichever time you choose, you'll always enjoy the same fantastic food. Welcome to Epicurean. This is a speciality fine dining restaurant. Now you can eat here for a cover charge from just £28 per person, and you can get some great traditional English dishes, like we've got the Devonshire white crab to start with. We can have the pork fillet for our main, and something that I'm looking forward to here, the caramelised apple crumble. Now you can also head here for afternoon tea as well, which is served here and also in the main restaurant. That's with Eric Landlords, and from just £15 per person. But make sure you pre-book it when you come on board so you don't miss out. Welcome to the Arena Theatre here on board Ventura, and what a great venue it is. It's so big. Now you can come here for the main show that takes place every evening. That could be a show that can incorporate a guest act that comes on board, a magician, a vocalist, a musician, a guest entertainer, or of course there's the resident ship band, where you can enjoy live evening entertainment. Well, sadly, my time has come to an end on board Ventura, and I can't wait to get back on for my next cruise holiday. You can see she is facility rich and a great choice for all the family. P&O Cruises is all about quintessential British quality.
And they certainly are. And this is a wonderful holiday that you'll love. It is going on the 27th of November for 12 nights, and we're heading to the Canary Islands. It's the last few days of November, the first few days of December. It's a nothing time of year in this part of the world, isn't it? And you know, the weather's just getting awful, and people are arguing about car parking spaces. And, you know, some Z-list celebrity will come and switch on the town lights where you live. I don't know where I am this year. But anyway, we're going to cruise out from Southampton waters, and our first port of call is Madeira. Now, Madeira is absolutely lovely. You're going to really enjoy that because there's so much, all the fauna, and it's really warm. It's going to be about 70 degrees while you get there. Then we're off to La Palma. The whole island is a national park. This is where Christopher Columbus set sail from to find the New World. It's incredible, the history there. Then we're into Gran Canaria. Now, Las Palmas is wonderful for duty-free shopping, by the way. Absolutely wonderful. But you go to Maspalomas, to the beach there too, because it's going to be gorgeous. Talking of gorgeous, the beaches in Lanzarote. The one in Arrecife, there's the Blue Lagoon in Arrecife, which is incredible. It's going to be gorgeous there. And this time of year as well, a lovely suntan. Then we're into Lisbon, a capital city, just over getting ready for Christmas. So that is going to be lovely, isn't it? And of course, there's so much history about Lisbon. That's where, you know, all the explorers left to find all these places around the world. It's incredible. And then you see the price. Well, my giddy aunt, £649. That is less than 55 quid a night. It's less than 55 quid a night. Now, you saw how wonderful the experiences were on board. You've got nightly shows. I mean, how much would it cost to do that? Do you know, I'm going to London in a couple of days' time. And I was looking for a hotel in London. I can't get a hotel in London at the moment of 3-4 star standard for under £115 a night. And that's room only. This is less than £55 a night. We're throwing in all your food, and not just throwing it in, we're serving it to you silver service. I mean, you know, and you've got great entertainment. Do you know what? This is just the tonic you need. And you can do your duty-free shopping before Christmas as well. It's a win-win-win-win situation. If you want to get involved in this, you just dial the number. Remember, when you talk to us here at Vision Cruise, you're talking to the cruise experts. We've been doing nothing but cruise holidays for over a quarter of a century. That's why we can get you these bargains. If you want it, dial the number. I may see you on board.
Absolutely, this is an incredible deal, such value for money. You're going to be escaping the winter weather here, and as John just mentioned, you can pick up some duty free before Christmas, and sailing out of Southampton you can take virtually as much luggage as you like. So do you know what I'm thinking? Leave a bit of space and do all your Christmas shopping while you're away. Imagine the gifts you could get in the Canary Islands. So let's have a little sail back through those details. So I'm going to be sending you out from Southampton and heading for Madeira. There's so much to do in this beautiful destination. I'd recommend heading up Monte. The views are spectacular, water, and the toboggan ride back down is a lot of fun. Then we're into La Palma. It's so easily explored on foot. Just a 5-minute stroll from the cruise terminal along the promenade will take you to the lovely Old Quarter, a great little place to check out. Then we're into Gran Canaria, and there's a modern shopping centre right by where the ships dock, or maybe head to Playa das las Cantares and relax on the beach or in one of the many restaurants you'll find there. Then we're going to be arriving into Lanzarote, where you could head to Fire Mountain at the Timanfaya National Park and see moonlight volcanic views. It really is incredible. And then our final port of call will be Lisbon, the Portuguese capital, of course. It's got a medieval feel, and the main square is a lovely spot for some local cuisine and a bit of people watching before we sail you back into Southampton. And all of that from just £649 per person. That's £54 a night. Imagine what's included for £54 a night. What are you waiting for? Don't let this cruise go without you. Give us a call on 0800 655 6449. Well, we are going to head on to our next itinerary now, and we are on board P&O's newest ship, the Britannia. So let's join John for a little look around.
The great thing about being on a ship like Britannia is the amount of deck space that you have. There's so much of it, and you can just relax in this area or many other areas. I'll just go and have a look at some more. Well, we may be cruising the ocean's waves, but it doesn't mean you miss out on all your favourite things. You know what? I think I'll have an Americano. Here in the Market Cafe in the centre of the atrium of the ship, this is where you get all their cheeses and also Eric Landlard's cakes as well. They do afternoon tea here, which is absolutely scrumptious. And the good thing I've heard is there are no calories at sea. Well, they say there are no calories at sea, but just in case one or two sneak on board, we've got just the answer. It's a gymnasium, and what a great fitness centre it is too, with loads of great equipment, and you can easily get started, and there's classes too. Here on Britannia, retail therapy is part of the holiday experience, with so many great brands to look at as well. And remember, it's all duty-free. One of the best parts of any P&O Cruises holiday are the excursions, because there's so many of them, and it really brings the ports alive. The destinations come to you as well. And now they've got a new touchscreen booking system. You know, I love this area of Britannia. It's serenity. It's an adult-only area of the ship where you can relax and enjoy yourself and just take it all in. And if you do have kids, they're probably having the time of their life in Reef as well. A bit like me, really. Do you know there's so much on Britannia for kids of every age? I think every family would truly, truly love a holiday here because, well, if the kids are having a good time, so are you. And on board, they also have their own puppet show. Meet Chris and Richard. Now behave yourself, boys. Do you know, if you want to find out more about the shore excursions or watch live TV, including news and sport, or watch a movie on demand or maybe a television programme on demand, you can do. It's all on the in-house TV service and it's all included. It is really good, isn't it? It is really good. The flagship of the fleet, and this is your chance to be involved, going around the Western Mediterranean on the 13th of October for 14 nights. We're going to be sailing out of Southampton, so once again, take as much luggage as you like. It's not like at the airport where someone weighs it. What happens is you open the boot of your car and the porters take it, and the next time you see it, it's at your stateroom. We're going to cruise out from Southampton waters, and our first port of call is Cartagena in Spain. This is on the Costa Tropical, which is really, really lovely. And do you know what? There's so much going on around the Cartagena area as well. And the beaches are gorgeous there too. Then we cruise up the Iberian coast into Barcelona. Once again, so much going on here. Do you know what I'd do? I'd go to the Pueblo de España. That's the village of Spain. It's such a wonderful attraction. And then into Marseille, the south of France. This is France's second largest city. The shopping here is gorgeous. The cafe culture is wonderful. And also so is the daytime life as well. Then we're into Italy, La Spezia, which is a wonderful little town. Sit there and have a little espresso coffee, watch the world go by, or maybe go to some of the wonderful attractions. Then we're across to Ajaccio in Corsica. Do you know, this is where Napoleon Bonaparte was born, and so there's little statues of him everywhere, or literally little statues as well. And then we're off to Gibraltar, the rock itself, a little bit of Britain at the cusp of the Mediterranean, pound sterling, get your duty free in while you're there. Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? And then we're off to La Coruña. La Coruña, from here, you can go to Santiago de Compostela for the day. It's also got Europe's oldest lighthouse as well, working lighthouse. It's incredible to have a look around. And then we're back into Southampton. This is a cruise that is going around so many different places. I mean, when you think you're going to Spain, Gibraltar, Italy, Corsica, it's great, isn't it? It really is. And a time of year, it's a lovely time of year. I lived in Spain for nearly 10 years. And for me, October is always the best month. And I'll tell you why. First of all, the maddening crowds have gone. Secondly, there's the end of season summer sales on as well. But also, the weather is still warm. And the land is warm and the sea is warm because it's had the hot sun on it all summer long. And it's a really lovely time of year to go. If you want this is a fabulous price for a 14-night holiday on the flagship of the P&O fleet. If you want to give us a call, we'll get you involved in it. It really is. And I tell you what, if you go on, this is the inside price. If you go for a balcony, ask for a case of wine, and I'll send you a case of wine as well. Now that's a deal you can't really afford to miss.
No, you definitely can't. You saw the footage just then of John on board the Britannia. She is a beautiful ship, and this is going to some incredible destinations. And something I think P&O are really, really good at is their entertainment. We're talking full-blown West End style production shows and comedians that cater for you, the British audience. What are you waiting for? Get yourself on this cruise. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for Cartagena. Maybe take a look around the Roman Theatre Museum or the lovely castle while you're there. Then we're going to arrive into Barcelona. I'd recommend the hop-on, hop-off bus here. It's a great way to see the sights of the city, like Las Ramblas, and you could just head off and find somewhere that you like for lunch maybe as well. Then we're into Marseille, one of the oldest cities in France, and it's not hard to see why it's inspired artists for centuries. It really is beautiful. Then we'll arrive into La Spezia. You can visit Florence or Pisa for the day here, or maybe take a stroll around La Spezia itself. It's got a beautiful cathedral and harbour there. Then we're into Ajaccio in Corsica. Hop on the fun tourist train there for a lovely way to see the town where Napoleon lived. Then we're into Gibraltar, and the trip inside the caves is quite spectacular, so I definitely recommend that. And you can meet those cheeky Barbary apes when you come out, but keep tight hold of your cameras because they're super cheeky. Then we're into La Coruña, steeped in history, and enjoy some fresh seafood while you're there and some great shopping opportunities as well before we sail you back into Southampton. And all of that from fares of just £9.29 per person. Again, incredible value for money. Don't miss out. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, this next itinerary, we are on board the P&O Aurora heading around the Canary Islands. So let's take a little look on board.
Yeah, the Aurora's a lovely ship, mid-sized ship for the P&O fleet. She's got all the stuff that you'd love and know about a P&O cruise. Look at the atrium, isn't that lovely? I mean, it is just lovely. And the great thing about when you go on a P&O cruise ship is the way you get looked after. You just feel instantly, there's that homeliness, the, familiarity of the food and things. Look, and I will talk about the food. There is a gym where you can actually try and lose some of it as well, because you've been putting a lot of it on. They have a swimming pool with a retractable roof as well, which is great. Kids clubs, all those facilities which are free and included in the price. And then there's all the different bars and lounges, the shops on board as well. And other night, it just comes alive. And on this cruise, there'll probably be about 4 formal nights. And that's where you can really dress up and meet the captain. You know, oh yes, the captain will have a party. And I'll tell you what, great entertainment every evening. And do you know what I love as well? The sail away parties on P&O. They have the great British sail aways, and everyone has like Union Jack flags to wave, and they sing, you know, Rule Britannia and all that sort of thing. And it's great. That's the fun of it all. That is the fun of going on a P&O cruise holiday. Yeah, you know, you'll get to see some lovely places, but you'll have some wonderful fun while you're on board as well. So this is going to the Canary Islands on the 22nd of November for 14 nights. Once again, the last week in November, the first week in December. We're going to be cruising out from Southampton, and our first port of call is going to be Lisbon. Now, when you get to Lisbon, it is going to be absolutely lovely. This is where they'll be getting ready for Christmas. So, you know, all the Christmas lights in the shops and that type of thing. Do you know what I'm thinking as well? Maybe get some unusual Christmas decorations. Then we're off to Madeira. Now, while you're here, what you want to try on my recommendation is the green sangria. And I think you'll love it. You will. And it's lovely weather here this time of year as well. The cascading bougainvillea down. It's lovely. You're going to overnight, so it's going to be lovely. Then we're into Saint Sebastian. That is lovely in La Gomera. And La Gomera, once again, a small little island, but got lots going on there. And then we're over to Fuerteventura. Once again, the beaches here are lovely. Or you can go into the volcanic centre where there's the Tim and Fire National Park, which is lovely. Then we're into Ceuta. Now, this is Spanish Morocco. You know, like British have Gibraltar, it's on Spain. Well, Ceuta is Spain, but it's in Morocco. Yeah, pots and kettles, eh? Then we're into La Coruña, which you'll love, La Coruña. Once again, do you know what? Try the tapas here. Absolutely incredible. They really are. It's got such a mixture of an old and new town as well. And then we're going to cruise you back into Southampton. Do you know what I'm thinking as well? Maybe bring some red wine for Christmas. So some of the Rioja. Well, it's got to be done. And then all that for £759. It's less than 55 quid a night. It's less than 55 quid a night. I mean, let's be honest. 750 for 2 weeks away. So if divide that by 2, that's £380 a week. Full board. I mean, can you get a hotel anywhere for that? With all your entertainment, you're going to be going to Madeira, you can overnight in Madeira, you're going to have an evening out in Funchal. If you want it, don't mess around, don't hang around. It's the deal that's got to be done. You just dial that number and say, John said I can go. May see you on board.
Well, if you've never cruised before, for under £55 a night, what are you waiting for? And I'm sure once you've cruised with P&O, you are going to be back for more. My parents have just booked their first P&O cruise, and I know they'll already be looking for their next one. So let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for our first port of call, Lisbon. There's so many highlights of the city can be seen on that sail in, so make sure you're out on the deck and perhaps try a 4x4 adventure here to visit the nearby villages. Then we're into Madeira, where you've got your overnight stay. Enjoy a stroll around the walkable streets of Funchal, or perhaps take a look at the open workers market or Blandy's wine lodge and maybe sample some of that lovely Madeira wine. Then we're into La Gomera with beautiful beaches and trails through the tropical mountain scenery. A great place to soak up the sun while you're there. Then we're into Fuerteventura, a great destination for keen golfers. Maybe take your clubs with you or have a fun day out at the Baku water park while you're there. Then we're into Ceuta. So many things to see here, from monuments, beaches, museums to parks, and a great choice of restaurants as well. Then we're going to arrive into La Coruña, maybe head along the promenade. It takes you past beaches and cliffs, and you end up by the Tower of Hercules and the sculpture park and the open air museum. They're just stunning. Then we're going to be sailing you back into Southampton, and all of that from fares of just £759 per person. What are you waiting for? Get yourself on this cruise. Don't miss out. Give us a call on 0800 655 6449.
You know that Ceuta as well, the Spanish Morocco, that's duty free as well, like Gibraltar. And once again, first week in December.
Yeah.
You know,
get your shopping done, ready for Christmas.
You can take the horse to water, can't you? You can take the horse to water, exactly.
And don't forget, if you book one of these cruises with us, we are going to enrol you into Vision Plus, our loyalty scheme, so you can earn points and gain rewards as well. So, what are you waiting for? Get yourself booked on a P&O cruise. Don't hold back, just go for it. But it is now time for our quick picks.
And the first of them this week around is on the Ventura, going to France and Spain on the 17th of June for 6 nights. This is a great first-timers cruise, It's just £449 for 6 nights. Absolutely lovely. Going from Southampton to La Rochelle, Santander, St. Peter Port, and then back into Southampton. All that for just £449. It really is incredible. If you've never been on a cruise before, have a go with that one. 0800 655 6449. Next, we're off to the Canary Islands on the Oceania, a lovely ship, mid-sized ship once again, on the 8th of November for 12 nights. We're going from Southampton to Madeira, La Palma, Tenerife, Lanzarote, Lisbon, and back into Southampton. £749 for 12 nights away. That is an incredible deal. If you want it, dial the number 0800 655 6449. Get yourself involved in that one. And then finally, on these ones, it's on the Oriana, going to France and Spain on the 24th of June, not that far away really, for 7 nights, from Southampton to La Rochelle in France, then to Santander in Spain, La Coruña, and then to St. Peter Port in Guernsey, and then back to Southampton. 7 nights away, £529. That's a cheeky little getaway, isn't it? If you fancy this or any of the other quick picks, just give us a call. 0800 655 6449, and we'll get you involved.
Well, we've shown you some incredible deals today. It's not hard to see why P&O were the winners of that Best Value for Money award, is it? And if you'd like an idea of what else P&O have got to offer, then have a little look on the website visioncruise.co.uk. And if you've never cruised before, then give one of our dedicated team a call and they'll be able to answer your questions, which I'm sure you've got, and they can send you out our first time guide to cruising as well. And you can have a look through that and find all the answers you need. But from myself and from John, well, it's time for us to go. We're going to see you next time on The Cruise Show.
Yeah, and in the meantime, just carry on cruising. See you next time. Bye.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.